What's up, YouTube fam? It's been a while since we've uploaded a video, and I just wanted to get on here and kind of explain where I've been, what's been going on, kind of get you guys updated with everything with the pregnancy, and let you guys follow along on our journey as I promised that you would. So before I get into everything that's happened, I want to remind you guys, last video that I uploaded, we announced that we were expecting a baby, and we are still expecting that baby. There's been some setbacks here and there, and downright I just haven't felt well at all. So it's taken me away from uploading my videos or spending time with you guys and showing you guys what all I do with the kids and all of that. So I just wanted to hop on here and share a little bit of our story, from where we have been to where we are now. So if I take you back to maybe, I don't know, last year, 2020, Corey and I had a conversation about, expanding the family. Kai and Mick are 8 and 6 now. So we were like, if we're going to do this, we might as well get it done now or never, because I'm getting to my 30s and so is he. And we just, for us, we didn't feel like having kids later in our 30s or maybe in our 40s was what was right for us. So we were like, if we're gonna make it happen, we gotta make it happen now. So I removed the birth control that I was on, which was an implant in my arm that I had for the last 6 years. And it just so happened that immediately, as soon as I had that removed, I kid you not, there were several people coming up to us like, so when you having another baby, when you doing this, when you doing that? Like, I kid you not, several people. And so, I mean, my response to everyone was, I don't know, I guess we'll just see. We'll just see. Knowing that Corey and I had the conversation. But you never know what's going to happen. And I hate to give people false expectations. So, we'll see. And plus, Corey and I kind of gave ourselves a small window to make this happen. So if it was to happen, it was to happen. If it wasn't, it wasn't. But that happened I got the birth control removed, I want to say in December. In February, end of February, beginning of March, we got a positive pregnancy test. And, we were ecstatic. We didn't tell anybody, though. We told our kids and we told our parents. That's it. We told everybody to keep it to themselves just until we went to our first doctor's appointment and it was confirmed and all of that. Well, a couple of weeks go by and I wake up in the middle of the night and I am in excruciating pain. Like, I can't even describe to you guys the type of pain I was in. I mean, if I could just imagine someone stabbing you in your stomach, going around in a circle over and over and over, stabbing you in the stomach, right? And I tried to do several things to relieve the pain. I laid in different positions. I, got up and walked around. I, got a heating pad, did whatever I could, and it wasn't going away. It was getting worse and worse. And I'm not one of those people who's like, okay, immediately if something's wrong, take me to the hospital, take me. I'm just not that person. I try to fix whatever is going on by myself, and it wasn't working. So this is like 3 o'clock in the morning where I'm waking up and I can't even scream. I can't even get, like, I can't do anything. So I'm like whispering, Corey. And to get him up to help me in some kind of way. I didn't know what I expected him to do, but I needed him to do something. So we ended up going to the hospital. And they didn't really know what the issue was. They didn't know why I was in such pain. They didn't know. They did every single test that you could think of. They did do a pelvic exam because they knew I was pregnant. I told them. And what they found was that there seemed to be some bleeding and some irritation and some discharge that that they said looked similar to what it would look like if I was having a miscarriage. So that threw us for a loop because we never, we never experienced a miscarriage. I don't know of anyone's personal story with miscarriages, so that's not something that I am relatively close to. So I didn't know how to even perceive that. Like, that was just something new. So they sent us back to ultrasound, and they did an ultrasound, and they said that everything appears to be looking how it should be for as early as I was, but yet it's still too early to tell. So I went, and what happened? So we went home. Pretty much, they sent us home. They put me on pain medication, sent me home, told me not to do anything too strenuous. Is that the word? I think. They put me on bed rest, and basically told me that either it could or it couldn't happen. It's too early to tell. So anybody who's pregnant or anything, that's not an answer that you want to hear, right? So then I seemed to be getting better. I was still in some sort of pain, nothing near as much pain as I was in when I went to the hospital, but I was getting better. As the days went by, I spent 2 days in the bed, and for anybody who really knows me very well, that is extremely difficult for me to do. I'm usually a busybody, up doing stuff. I can't help it. I don't know how to just sit down. So yeah, I stayed in the bed, literally stayed in the bed, only getting up to use the bathroom and back for 2 days. And then when I actually did get out the bed, the only things I did, I sat around the house, sat on the couch, all those different kinds of things. So it seemed to be getting better. About a week goes by, and they scheduled me for an ultrasound at my actual OB doctor. And that is the first time we heard the baby's heartbeat. And they said everything looks great, baby looks healthy, and doesn't seem like there's anything to worry about. So we were head over heels, we were super excited, and that's when we announced it to everyone. We put it on Facebook. That's when I made my video, and I just let everybody know. I let my family know everything was going good. Well, a couple of days after that, I actually started seeing the bleeding myself, which is not anything that I saw before at the hospital. It was internal bleeding. Well, now I see actual bleeding, and it was more than just a little. And I was feeling the cramping, which I remembered is that's what the doctors at the hospital told me I would feel if if a miscarriage were to happen. So so I called my doctor, had them schedule me for an exam. They got me in for that exam pretty quickly that next week, and Dr. also saw the bleeding I was talking about, and he pretty much said the same thing the hospital said. Because it's too early to really tell, it could be miscarriage, it could be nothing. So he wanted to wait a week and do another ultrasound. So at this point, I'm at 3 ultrasounds. And that last ultrasound gave me the confirmation that I needed, which was basically, baby is healthy, I am healthy. They did see where the bleeding was coming from, was nothing at all to be concerned about. Yes, I did still have that bleeding for, I want to say, up until, I don't know, I was in my 2nd month. I was spotting off and on, and the cramping and all of that was getting stronger and weaker at some points. It was off and on. But it happened, and it wasn't something that I experienced with either Kylan or McKinley. So it was all new to me. So that's that. The last ultrasound, they let me hear the baby's heartbeat again, which was stronger than ever. Showed me the baby is progressing very well and on track, actually ahead of schedule. So from there, we're done with doctor's appointments. There's nothing to worry about. The bleeding has since stopped. The cramping has since stopped. Now I'm in a battle with morning sickness. Well, I don't really know why they call it morning sickness, because for me, it has been all day sickness. No matter what I eat, no matter what I drink, no, it doesn't matter. And my taste buds and everything have completely changed. So before this pregnancy, I was on a plant-based diet, right? Loosely plant-based diet. Now I'm not. And that is completely by choice. The plant-based diet was completely by choice as well. But now I'm not on a plant-based diet anymore. And I don't even know myself really as far as my eating habits go. So that's fun. But everything else, I mean, the anxiety and the worrying part of the pregnancy is done. And I'm glad about that. Now we are starting to hopefully get out of the morning sickness phase, which is why I'm able to go ahead and do this video, because beforehand, I was not feeling good at all, not in the slightest bit, and I did not look like I felt good at all, and I refused to get on here and act like I felt a way that I didn't, you know. So I wanted to make sure that you guys were in the loop, all caught up to everything that has been going on, where we are now. Our due date is November 19th, so this will be a baby born near Thanksgiving, which is amazing. Hopefully we don't get too close to Thanksgiving, because you know, it's never fun being in the hospitals around the holiday. So hopefully baby comes around the due date, you know. But that's where we are. I'm in my 3rd month now, and you know, taking it one day at a time pretty much. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are updated so that you can follow along. As I promised, I want you guys to be as much as a part of this pregnancy as you possibly can be. So I'm going to be uploading any type of updates that we get so that we're all on the same page, you know what's going on. But that's it for today, guys. I hope everyone's doing well, staying safe. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.